Okay, legends, welcome back to the channel with another Etheria restart video. In this video, we'll be listing the top 10 things that you need to understand and the most things that you need to work around with your account. Now, these are tips and tricks that you have might been going through and you know about, and some things that you might not be knowing and going through, which I will explain and remind you about them. And maybe you can help me in the comments. We can make more 10 things that you need to do in this game. So first of all, we'll be talking about the most important things to the least important things, but all of them are important. If you're min-maxing your account with these, if you know these tricks, it might help you and save your account. So starting with number one, passives plus Lily. Now, again, this is a free-to-play account. If anybody asks me, you can check it here. I still have the first purchase bonus. It means even the reroll or even what I did on beta, I didn't claim them because I was rerolling on different accounts, so I can get my Lily. So if you are lucky enough to have Lily, or in the future, if you can have Lily, these characters' passives work with her with the twin trick. So her second skill, basically, it gives you the twin trick ability on your character that is buffed with this single target ability buff. Now it will increase the turn meter for that specific target and gives all your lineup a speed buff, which will help you a lot. Now, pairing twin trick with the first ability. Whenever she auto attacks with her first ability, the character that is buffed with her second skill will go and apply damage, will do a single target attack with their basic attack. Now, what's the trick about this? This is absolutely one of the cases that you need, especially for players that play Shadow Sanya and play Fangus. You can pair her up with Fangus or Shadow Sanya because on their first skill, they have a chance to apply a dot on the bosses, and this will help you a lot in Inferno. Now, this is also a mechanic that you can cheese your way out through PvP, and I did that a lot using Lily and Kazuyo the Reverie. So we're gonna be talking about Kazuyo the Reverie and Lily in point 3, and I'll be explaining everything about it, or in point 2 now after this one, and it will be a little bit fun. Now, what will happen here, even with normal Sanya, if you have a Sanya, she will auto attack and heal with her passive. If you pair her up with Linglo, Linglo will auto attack and heal with her first ability. And if you attack with anybody else that has stuns, somebody like Hellkid, you're gonna go on auto attack with him and you might apply a stun. So basically, whatever you pair them up with, they will apply that. Even with Kazuyo the Reverie, if you auto attack, they can go into slumber. Same that goes with the defense down with Kraken and any other debuff or buff that you can go and apply it. It works with Kloros. You can get the highest numbers and single target damage dealing versus bosses. If you pair her up with Kloros, since he goes and his passive, if you hit 10 times the enemy, her hit, his hit, and he will go and follow up more and more. So this is actually perfect if you want to play it. I just want to remind you about this. The second point, which is the most broken support in my opinion, and after testing, as a single target control unit with a little bit of AoE control as well, if you can go and reduce her skill cooldown, if you're gonna go to level 5, because it's on 4 turns and it can go to 3 turns, you can pair her up with different characters and she can apply the sleep. We used her in PvP, cheesing our way with her and Lily. So basically you use twin trick on her with Lily and you keep your enemies all in sleep, and this is how you're gonna go and roll. It's a trolling lineup. Why is that? So maybe in the coding they didn't say that, maybe they didn't understand how it works. So she will sleep no matter how much. If you have 0 effect accuracy and you land the sleep with the ultimate and you have her skill 1 maxed out and you auto attack somebody with your skill 1, no matter how much resistance they have, or if they gained immunities after this, she will increase the duration to 2 rounds and she will keep them sleeping. Why is that? Her passive states that if they are at sleep in slumber and she auto attacks them or do any type of damage to them, they will not wake up. Any other character or any source of damage, other direct damage, not indirect, it means not dots, but any source of damage from outside, if you go and attack them with any other character, they might wake up. Even somebody like Valerian. Valerian has slumber. If she auto attacks somebody that has slumber, she might not successfully proc her slumber again, so they might wake up from her damage, from her auto attack. Unlike Kaz here, she can auto attack them and they can stay sleeping, meaning you can go and max out her first skill, which I did on my account, and I auto attack the enemies, and when she put them into sleep, they will be on 2 rounds sleeping. Now, if she sleep them with her ultimate and she got another turn to go and attack somebody, if they are sleeping, she will attack them and it will always 100% fixed chance, not basic. There is no effect accuracy, there's no effect resistance from anybody that can remove that. She will attack them, they will still stay in sleep, and they will never wake up. And if the duration, because of her ultimate, was 1 sleep, they will sleep for 2 rounds this time, which is a big duration. And she's a way to cheese your way in many other content in PvE and in PvP. She's super handy there, and she's a toxic unit because one unit will be locked on, and what we call in gacha the game coma or the battle coma. So they're in coma, they're completely perma controlled, and they can't go out of that. We can pair her up with Lily, so when Lily attacks another target, she can go and attack with her, and if she put them to sleep, they go for 2 rounds and sleep. It means they pass their round, they go to another round, and they still get sleeping. And if you hit them again, you prolong the sleep with a success rate of 100%. There is no evasion for that unless they have anything to purify it, such as shells or anybody that cleanses, such as Sanya or Linglo. And that's it for point number 2. Now, point number 3. Now, Linglo. Linglo is the support that is paired up with 2 characters, and one of them is the meta right now, and you can play her with that character, which is Freya. Linglo and Freya are the best duo in the game right now, as in buffing, as in turn meter manipulation. So there's something called hidden passives, or not hidden, but they're not explained completely unless you go and click their first skill. So on her first skill and on Freya's first skill, and if you want to go and check out also on Leon's first skill, you can read that because she works perfectly with Leon. So what does Linglo do? Linglo uses her ultimate and second skill, and she does a procs of her first skill to everybody else and start healing them. With healing with that, she might apply Whale Prayer, and stacks up to 5 times, so you might get 5 stacks of Whale Prayer. And Whale Prayer is recovering 5% of maximum HP, and the stacks are not on top of each other. You don't see one Whale Prayer with 5 count on it. No, it stacks separately. It means it's considered 5 buffs on you, not 1 buff on 5 stacks. So 5 buffs you get from that. Now, how is that so good with Freya? Because of a Dream Guide. Dream Guide, each time an ally gains a buff, increase their turn meter by 3%. And each time an enemy is inflicted with a debuff, there is a 70% to reduce their turn meter by 3%. Which is great, okay? So if you inflict them with a debuff, you might reduce their 70% to reduce their turn meter by 3%. But the most important and consistent, and there's no percentages like 30% chance to increase your turn meter. You will 100% increase your turn meter by 3%. Now, with Linglo, if we're gonna go and cast her ultimate, which using the Whale Prayer, and you get the 5 stacks, 5 by 3%, that's 15% in turn meter boost. Plus her ultimate will always give you the immunity. It means also another buff. So this is 6 buffs. It means you go up to 18%. In turn meter pushing, it means you can be faster than your units. And we pair them up also with Lily. Many of our runs, we do that. So Lily gives you speed up, buffs everybody's turn meter. Plus, you're gonna use Linglo ultimate, even though you don't need to heal. You buff everybody's turn meter, and now you're ahead of everybody else. Especially in PvP, we use this meta, and we use it on beta to outspeed our enemies and to gain turn meter. Even maybe you need a little bit just to push your other DPS to go in front of their maybe Marvel, in front of their Kraken, in front of their Mio, because you need a little bit of speed or you need a little bit of a push. This is a perfect combo. Now, why we were talking about Leon? For Leon users and whoever is still having Leon built up and you want to use and increase her damages, you have the 9-fold flame. For each type of buff Leon has, the damage dealt is increased by 4.5 up to 5 stacks. So basically with Linglo, you're gonna get 5 types of buffing. So you're gonna get a buff with Whale Prayer, that's 1. You're gonna get a buff with her ultimate on immunity, that's 2 buffs. And if you're playing Freya, she's gonna do the ultimate and you're gonna get the attack increase buff. That's 3 buffs that you're gonna gain from them. And if you're running a shell on her, or there's any type of shell that will give her buff, or any type of shield that you're gonna get on Leon, the shields are considered buffs as well. So she's gonna get the buffs. You can get them to 5 stacks. It means 5 times. It means 5 by 4.5. And this is how you can do more damage. I think it goes to 22% of attack or increase in damage, which will be huge for her. But sadly, she's not the best carry late game, but still she works fine in PvP. She slacks a little bit in PvE. So if you want to build her, or if you're still building her, consider playing her with Linglo and Freya. This will give you very good results. And maybe having Klaus on the team, maybe having Lily, because she will buff her with crit damage, she will buff her with speed, so you will get the maximum stacks out of everything. Number 4 is the debate between, is it flat attack, is it percentage, is it flat HP, is it percentage, defensive HP, or percentage? I'll give you the answer after so many testing. And yes, in my calculation for some characters, when we ran all of the characters in the game, we discovered that it matters for the quality and the rarity and the type of the character that you're playing. So let's take Messiah as a reference. Messiah, because he have high base attack, plus everything that you will give him will be bonus or increasing his attack. So flat attacks are the worst stats to put on Messiah. If you want to run him, you run him only on percentages of attack. Percentages of attack will increase his attack massively. Attack flat will decrease the maximization of his stats. Even if you're gonna get a shell, you want the shell to have attack stats on percentage, not like that. This is because it rolled high. Even the 150 is bad for me. So if we're gonna go and roll this one and we get a percentage, that percentage will be much higher in multiplier. The blue percentage is better than 150 flat attack because he has high attack. He's almost at 4k, and this will help him push, or he's at 4k. This will push his attack even more. So if I can have a chance to change this and I get a percentage on that, I would change it for a percentage node instead of having this. Now, does this go same for his HP? Yes, for every character in the game. Flat HP does not work anymore, okay? Flat HP is early, mid-game, the small level tier gears that you get, but as high as the gears go. So if you max your HP to percentages, not for normal, so basically your stats are the highest multipliers. HP is in the 1,000, 10,000 and above. Attack is in the 1,000, 2,000 and above. And defense is lower than that. So basically what you want to do is get on the characters that are not defensive units, that they don't care about percentages. You want to run them on flat defense if you want to play them with defense. Percentages of defenses, because it's a low multiplier, will not give you anything valuable. Let me explain it in a simple way. If you have 100 base attack, and you get a percentage of 10% node that you can max it at 10%. Is the how much the 10% from the 100? It's 10. If you get a node that will give you flat percentage at 11 or 12, it will be much higher than the percentage. Now, when we go more and more there, so if we're gonna go to 150 and you get the 10% will be 15% of that. So the 11 or the 12 flat will be lower than the 15%, since the 15% will give you 15. So the higher multiplier, the higher your HP flat scales, the higher the multiplier of the percentages go. So for the late game, when you max your characters at 6 stars, when you upgrade their levels to maximum, as you see here, they're at maximum HP, they're at maximum defense, maximum attack. So everything that I need to give them is maximum percentages, except for defense. Now defense, this is a gray area where you need to calculate it on your own, and this is why I'm trying to develop the website for you guys, so you can go on the website and develop the gears that you have and put the numbers, and it will give you the base stats that you will get if it's better on stats with the percentages or with the flat. So basically for her defense, you want to give her defense not in percentage but in flat, and then give her 1 in percentage. So you want 1 in flat, 1 in percentage. But now we have 1 in defense that we have it in flat, and 1 that we have it on HP on flat, and 1 attack on flat. So basically these will buff her percentages to go high. She has a good decent multiplier on defense, and plus we're giving her defense as well. So you see we're giving her a node on defense. This is why her defense goes hard right now. So basically what you want to understand, units that run on defense, that have high defense, you want to give them defenses as percentages. HP scaling, you want to give them HP percentages. Attack scaling, you want to give them attack percentages. Sadly for her, her attack is so low. So if I give her percentages, that will not help her out. If I give her something like flat attack, that will help her a little bit. Then I can add percentages. But who will run this little beauty on percentages or on attack? Just run her on HP effect accuracy and defense, or HP effect accuracy. You'll be fine. So you're going to go and apply those debuffs and keep her surviving until the end of the battle. Now, point number 5, and it's gears and how to be efficient with your gears. As you see, I do not dismantle used gears or gears that I have from gold and above. So I'm still having and wearing the gears that are in gold, and I'm using them. If you are low on resources and you're free to play and you can't maximize and you don't want to lose a lot of your money or currency. Now, why I'm not having the best inventory? Because I used a lot to farm I went and upgraded, and as you know, I spent 6 million in currency for me to go and do the testing with the Fury, Momentum, and Keen Eye and stuff like that. So basically what you want to do, if you get a new set, full new set, let's say for a new character, somebody like Ditting, somebody like Lily, somebody like Kaz, and the old set, you still have it, run it on a different unit that try to level it slowly. As you see, my Sanya, let's go and check our characters. So here we go, my Sanya is on a broken set, which I used to use on different characters, right? And I just kept evolving and evolving and evolving. Somebody like Marvel, I never use him. I use him on broken sets. Whenever I get something new, I give him the old one. So gold, outstanding, and mythic, I'm keeping them right now until I have better sets, so I can remove these ones and delete them, because I get the speed on them, I get the effect accuracy, I get the multipliers, and they're maxed out, so it helped me push out the early content. So do not dismantle your gears, even if you feel like I'm low on currency, and if I dismantle this gear, I might push something to 12 or something to 15. Try your best to keep gears on every character, because you will need them in guild versus guild, because you can't use all your rosters. If you want to maximize everything that you want, you will be happy to see that you have excess gears, more than that you'll be happy to remove those excess gears, because you're gonna get them by 40% of the investment. So this is at level 15. Let's say I don't need it anymore and I'm not using it on anybody. I can slap it on a different character that is low level. I can level it up slowly and it will have gears. And in the future, when I'm fully with our roster, I can remove it. But if I dismantle it, let's say I spent 2 million on this one, it will bring me back, or 1 million, it will bring me back 40% of the investment. It means I will not get back the 1 million. I will not get 60 million, 600,000. It will take the 600,000. I'll get 400,000 back as investment on that. And this is actually crucial to your account. It's not like you're returning the half, you're less than the half. So keep that in mind. You don't want to dismantle everything. Some things you might dismantle, something that you leveled up to 6, maybe it's not worth it actually to keep or investing in. Maybe the substats you don't like on them. So you might dismantle them and get something better for you. Tip number 7. If you are playing this game and you want to push hard and you want to get the best result and the best outcome, and you want to farm and get all of these materials and resources, you are down in time, okay? There's time and there's a limit refreshes that you can. If you want to push as much as possible for you to get the rewards of the highest ranking, so if you want to rank up higher and higher, as you see, we did reach master, we want to reach mythic, so I can get the free lattice, the frame, I don't care. I want the 1000 Etheria coins as well. So if you want to push this way, as I did from the start of the game, I started going all ham on my refreshes and I bought every single arena ticket. You need to do this once or twice, and the season, when it will reset and the season ends in 9 days, I'll be able, so for me to get 3,100, so I can rank up and get everything from here in the rank up rewards. So I get this in the end of the season, I end as mythic, I get 2,000 coins frame, and I will get 400 diamonds and 800 by the end of the season. This is by the end of the season we get this, and by the end of every week you're gonna get these, which is super important and crucial for your shop. You might be limited on resources, you don't have the coins to upgrade your models, and these you can buy with them. The excess, if you cleared all the shop, you can buy the resources from there and you can go and upgrade your models, and this is my plan to do actually. The frame is a nice touch, and the 800 diamonds is really great. With the 400 every week will be nice. So by the end of the week, we have 2 days until the week end. I'm gonna get that mythic, and the season will end in 9 days, so I don't need to refresh. When I hit mythic, I don't need to refresh. I do my dailies, I keep myself in mythic. If I fell off, I need a little bit of points, I buy like 1 or 2 tries and go and defeat them. Just make sure to get yourself into the mythic. Everybody can do it. Not everybody can rank in the top 100. Everybody are spending a lot of tickets to go there and winning all their games and building gears. You see pay to win Messiah, pay to win lineup. Everybody has Lily and Messiah, oh my god. And Mio, oh my god. Everybody is lucky, okay? Basically, the best lineup so far in the game, if you can one-shot with it, is running Lily, Valerian, Freya or Klaus with Messiah. Hellkit is a nice touch. Kraken maybe for the sustainability. Mio for the sustainability, for the freeze, for the control. Kazuyo, as you see, she's really, really great. And this is the basic beta lineup. You can still play around it, but it's really, really good. This will be super tanky. They're all built on HP. Every single one of them is built on maximum HP. You need to bruise through them. So basically, this is the tip. Try to refresh as much as possible. Hit the mythic at 3,100. I'm at 3,040 if I win all the game. And I did it with winning only the last game. So the last spot, because it will be the easiest one. They will give you the slowest guys. Sometimes it will be hard depending on the team. Sometimes you click on the teams and check that they have a character level 1 at 3 stars or 4 stars. They reset it, but they never refresh their lineup to fix it and put a carry. So basically this will be an easy win for me. So keep that in mind. Sometimes they put only one character and they will allow you to win. These players that have high points and they want to push everybody. I met some other people like that. I asked them why they do that and they told me, we want anybody to win. Actually, we're winning every single game that we can. So this is an I thought, go and try to reach mythic, get the rewards. Forget whoever tells you, do not buy the attempt, save your diamonds. You're gonna be away. We're gonna always be with diamonds. There will always be events with diamonds. There will always be new updates. You're gonna get tons of diamonds. We're gonna get a lot of codes with diamonds. So go and max out your refreshes. I know if you're now watching this and you never did it, you'll be like, I'm never gonna reach 3,100. But anyway, if you're starting on a new server or next season, just get to mythic level and forget about refreshing after that. So by today, I think, or tomorrow, I will reach the 3,100, get the mythic, claim everything, and I'm stop refreshing for 9 days. 9 days, I'm in heaven, no losing diamonds. And that's for our tip number 6. Speaking about diamonds, tip number 7. Diamonds, and how do you need to go with them? Never ever, unless you're whaling and paying a lot of money. If you're free to play, you should never use them to summon on any banner, no matter the situation. Unless like you're like, oh, I'm at pity, I need 1 summon, I don't have it, I need to do diamonds. Yeah, this is acceptable. 2 summons, 3 summons, 4 summons, who cares? But if you're not there, if you're like, I need to summon, I need this character, my account, I feel it lack, you can work around your characters, you can build them slowly, you will have a lot of resources, free tickets, you can farm investigation. The best way to farm those tickets is farming investigation. Investigation can land you drops in ticket. You can get the summons from here. Sometimes it drops 1, sometimes it drops 2. And with the double drops, you're gonna get more and more. So if you have double drops, just save until you can go and get them from there. Again, for diamonds, there are the most luxury points. And where do you need to spend your diamonds? The most important place, which is events. Yes, events, you heard it correctly. So we had these events. If you play this event, sometimes you're gonna hit a place called the shop, which I did hit the shop multiple times here. Let me check if we can see it somewhere here. Okay, so here's the shop. You're gonna go into the discount shop or the pop-up shop. Even with the other event that looks like the Monopoly, you know, that you go and run into, roll the dice and stuff like that. You're gonna get into a pop-up shop. It will show you a lot of things. I bought a golden lattice from there. Golden lattice, I think I bought a normal lattice, and once I bought a golden lattice with a 50% discount up to 60 to 70% sometimes, and you can buy them by 300 to 600 diamonds, which is a steal and a good way for you to get resources. And guess what? It will always give you stamina as well. So you see these stability points that we have them here. It's 100 that you can get them. I bought them from the shop. So if you didn't have diamonds, you bricked your account and you just like need that 300 diamond or 200 diamond to get that stability point or whatever it is, 50, 100, and you don't have them, just wait for the shop, spend them there. It will be the best way for you to gain that. And for anybody that asking me, oh, we're gonna run out of diamonds, you will always have diamonds to buy. Even that they updated every shop and now they sell diamonds with the currency of the in-game. So we're gonna get 50 here, it means 200 diamonds. If every event gives you 200 diamonds and plus, because you're gonna roll diamonds as well here. Many times I rolled on diamonds. There's another one that you jump on and it will give you diamonds. So let me check if I have it here. Can I go? Yeah. So if you jump on this point, Gift of Good Fortune replaces the next 3 rewards with Hydra crystals. Whatever rewards you're gonna jump on, these ones, it will give you crystals instead. So 60 diamonds, 30 diamonds, 45 diamonds, 60 diamonds, depending on your luck where do you land. So the diamonds are super important. Never summon with them. Keep them for the events to buy them in the shop and buy the pop-up shops whenever you're gonna see them, right? Whenever you see that, you're gonna buy them. Plus, you're gonna need them to buy them every single week when the weekly refreshes. In my opinion, I'm gonna give you that. If you're aiming to get a light and dark unit, which I'm aiming as well, hopefully I can get it soon, you wanna buy the bundle, this one, the free one. So there's the free one, there's the one with the 800, it will give you summons. If you don't wanna summon anymore and you wanna save your gems, you might not wanna go and buy it. I buy them because it gives me extra coins. 50k coins is really good for me. That's an upgrade from level 1 to level 5 actually, or level 4 on a model, which is really nice. Now, if you're aiming for light and dark, you might also buy this. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it or not. The shop will refresh in 2 days, so I'm gonna sit down and think about it until we get that. And this is all about our diamonds and our number 7. Let's jump into number 8. Shell farm. Shell farm is the most important thing for you. Why? Because it's the most valuable for your resources. Exchanging your stability points into getting models and coins will be maybe less efficient unless you are super 100% guaranteed to do 10 runs on high levels, on Hell 3, Hell 4, all Inferno, and get the models anyway and get a successful run without burning, losing energy. Now, if you are not ready there, you can go and, as me, you look, I know I'm not stable, but I can win 9 out of 10 times. So I'm farming on Hell, on Hoyan for shells, which is the one that will give me the maximum amount of currency. So not only you will get the shells, you will get the Etheria coins as well, and you're gonna get the coins that, or the training data for the shells to upgrade them. So I get the coins, I get the shells, I get the currency for the shells. So I get 3 in 1, while farming for models will give you only coins and models, and it will give you more amount of coins on high stages, but you need to be consistent so you don't burn your stamina in a bad way. Now, if you are not consistent, I'm not consistent on farming models, I go to farm shells, I'll get them, and I get all the currency. What did we get here? Something good? Oh, those decent. And Fury Battle Will. Not 3x3, but 2x2. Okay, I'll take it. This is so far how we farm the resources, and it's with the shells the most consistent way, in my opinion. Unless you want to go and do investigation, you're gonna want to do outposts to upgrade your characters, that depending on your situation. But in general, you have extra stamina, you don't know what to do with them, just go and farm shells. It's the best way for your energy in the rate of the exchange. Number 9, and this is super important specifically for people that do not have the resources that much, specifically like me, which is building the R-rarity characters, which I will do. I will start building the R-rarity characters, and I already started with one character that I want to continue because it's a mini Marvel with a stun. So it has a turn meter manipulation plus a chance to stun, which is really nice support, and it buffs turn meter and give me an increase in attack for 2 turns, which is really nice for me, and damage with a 20% chance to decrease turn meter, just like Marvel, but 20% instead of 30%. Unless you didn't upgrade his first skill, it will be 25% or 20%, I forgot. But anyway, I will highly recommend, if you want to go build supports, the best support in the game right now as an R-rarity character, which is number 41. Build number 41, buff turn meter for all of your ally, give attack for all your ally, can heal and give you heal over time for single target, and apply wounds so the enemy won't heal, which is an amazing unit with her kit. I will build Ashu if you want him for the speed that he gets. He's the highest speed for the R-rarity characters, plus he does AoE silence, and it will help you a lot actually in PvP. Many people are winning PvP using Ashu, which will show you how much he's important as that. If you want to build other characters for the tankings, you have Andrew and Andrew. You have the attack down with taunt, with Vice, if you want to go and build them. And for single target nuking, you have, and defense break, you have Sybil. Now Sybil, one that works perfectly with Revelation. I'm trying to build her and max her out to check her with Revelation how it will work. Since she does 6 hits, I think, she does dealing 4 hits. It was 6 hits at some points. I think maybe I'm confusing her with a different character, but 4 hits still with Revelation, it procs really well if you want a single target damage dealer. And that's my tip for you. And why are we talking about that? Because we have the Union, and the Union requires you to have the United Front, a lot of characters, and it's easy to build the characters that are from R-rarity characters, since their lattice is kind of free and you can buy it from the arena shop with a low cost, and you can max their skills immediately. Tip number 10 and the last tip, which is communication. Communication is the most important thing that you want with this game, so you can go and plow through the content, especially if you're playing with your friends. If you're playing with foreigners as well, try to join a Discord or talk with anybody on anybody's YouTube or streamers Discord that they have it open for everybody to communicate, or go to the Etheria official Discord. You might find a lot of friends that are going there and streaming, and you might stream with your friends, especially for guild shenanigans. Build your own Discord, talk to each other, do the timing, do the strategy, the planning, don't lose, try to maximize your profits. Again, also you need it for something like the theater. If you're gonna go to the challenge, you will check the Phantom Theater. Today, I didn't have communicated with anybody, so I clicked the matchmake and I found somebody and I carried my way. His teams died at the early start and my team got the S rating. So if somebody did the same job that I did, we will be at SS or triple S just like yesterday. So try to communicate as much as possible. And yeah, that's concluded for all of us for the 10 tips that I'm giving you. And these are super important, specifically the passives that we talked about with Lily that is proccing if you have Twin Trick with them, and the Linglo combos, especially with Freya. Now, Leon is nobody playing her right now, maybe the early game, but for the people that loves her, she gets a lot of buffs with Freya and Linglo combo. And Kaz is just amazing. Build Kaz, you will not regret it. In PvP, in PvE, you're gonna see her sleeping somebody infinitely and they go into battle coma, perma locked, right? So they can't do anything with them, and you can kill them with your support, just chipping damage, sleeping them again, dealing damage, waking them up, sleeping them for 2 turns. That will be very, very nice. And watch out for your diamonds, for your resources. Try to farm as much efficient as you can. And tomorrow we're gonna get, from this day of the video release, we're gonna get the X2 drops. So if you want to do that before the reset in 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, depending on your internet speed, if there will be an update with a download, it might be 1 megabyte, it might be 200 megabyte, it might be 1 gigabyte, depending on your internet. If you can actually download the game before you lose a lot of time, refresh all your resources. So I will not buy I bought one, I will be buying all of these before the reset happens in 20 minutes and buy them. Then I'm gonna wait until reset happens so I can use these refreshes on the double drops and do the double refreshes again for the double drops on the next day. And yeah, that was it for the video. Let me know in the comment section, did I miss anything? Do you want me to mention something that I didn't mention in the video? Do you know something that would help? I would love to do that, because every time you tell me something, I make it into a video and tell you about it. And lastly, I want to thank you all. Without you, I wouldn't be here, and without you, I wouldn't grow that big. And recently, we've been growing so good because of all your support. You are awesome. You're not just viewers or subscribers or fans. You are considered friends. So thank you, friends, for all your support. Love you all. Whatever you say, I appreciate it. Every point of view has a meaning for me. And I will keep trying to bring the best, and I will try to talk with you, communicate with me. You can talk to me on the Discord. I reply to everybody. Maybe you can give me some idea. I can make it into a video and help everybody in the community. And as always, that was it for this video. I'll be seeing you in the next one.